EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the third quarter now with the Jaguars in possession of the football. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the fumble recovery, Long. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Lambeau on for the extra point.
I want to get in the ball today.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot.
The goal.
Real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
Way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, G. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
You done? Math grades an A.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Math grades an A.
Return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
93.
Tennessee offense set to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession. And
March
that's become
17th.
Too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, I did, but there's no other, there's no, like, overdue assignments. I have all A's and B's, there's no other due assignments I can do.
This, the 2nd meeting of these two teams. You might recall
No.
they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
And interception.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No.
Back to throw, Tannehill.
I know.
It's
Fine.
complete to Brown, right side.
I'll warm up some pancakes later.
Good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Thank you.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
A bronze leg.
Here's Dorsett. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Okay.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some space here.
Oh, those I don't know.
Past the 30, almost to the 25.
I don't know. I didn't touch him.
Back now in Nashville. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Looking to throw. Long. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd down. Long got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
It's our time. Mike's 47.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Dorsett on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Long. And he's got Dorsett complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! LaVisca Chenault with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th. And now he lost the football. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Law. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Tannehill now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
2nd down at 4. Tannehill. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can follow this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.